Hi, this is Dr. Greg Gillum, CEO of Human Fusion. Welcome to part 2 of the Gallup's onboarding webinar that I recently got to witness over the weekend. So what are some onboarding best practices? All right, so make new hires feel like they are walking on a red carpet. Make them feel very special. They've spent time thinking about what organization they want to work for, so when they come, make them feel very, very special. Go out of your way to make them feel like a rock star, at least for their onboarding process. Emphasize purpose and culture of the organization. Tell stories to reinforce that. So don't just say, our core values are integrity. Well, tell a story about the time where the CFO or the COO really demonstrated integrity, and that exemplifies the core values of the organization. Make sure that the employee gets a lot of micro touches with their manager early on. That sets the stage for them to say, okay, my manager is very involved in the process. It opens up the communication channels, and that they are always there for support. All right, better networking, understanding the importance of who that person is going to work with. So you might have to orchestrate some of these meetings. If they're going to be required to work with this certain department, set up a scheduled time where you go meet with the person that they're going to be interacting with. Okay, so be very deliberate, intentional about those types of things. Having a memorable close, very important. So I'm working with a company right now on their onboarding process, and the one thing that we're going to do at the very end is have a graduation ceremony. They're going to get a certificate. The president or someone in the executive team, if the president can't make it, is going to commit to being there, and it's going to be a special time. We're going to close it up very, very well. And then create ways to let them have some ownership in the process. So maybe you've got your set onboarding plan, and let's say it's 60 days long. Also, ask them what other areas of the company would they be interested in learning more about. Maybe have some electives, some modules that they could potentially take that have really nothing. Or maybe they do have something to do with their job, but doesn't have to. Maybe have modules that people can take to continue, to embed this continuous learning type of motif into your onboarding process. All right, what are ways to measure the effectiveness now of your onboarding process? All right, so you're committed to having a formal program. You've got some best practices now. How are you going to measure the effectiveness? They go through several things. Okay, so new hire surveys, so getting direct feedback from them. SurveyMonkey is a great way to do this anonymously, or you can just hand out a piece of paper and have them fill it out. Manager feedback on the new hire, time to perform. Is it improving? So, used to, it would take 6 months for an employee to get up to speed. Now we're seeing them get up to speed in 4 months or 3 months. Get feedback from the managers that the onboarding process is or is not, decreasing the time to full performance, as we talked about in the last video. Use the Q12 to your advantage. Use these engagement indicators. If you don't know anything about the Q12, let me know. I'll give you all the information you want to know, but those are the things that we know engages employees. Use retention data 1 to 2 years out. Are we seeing decreases in turnover, increases in retention rates? And then finally, go outside the company. See if, especially if these new hires are affecting customers, go outside the company and look at customer satisfaction metrics to see if we're actually improving customer loyalty. I'll finish with this. What does the future of onboarding look like? A very interesting discussion here, but they're talking about how bots will become coaches in the future, and that they will come out and check with each new hire and gather data and stuff like that. So that's one thing. Gamification, where we actually construct games for people to play. People learn better when they're having fun, and so gamification is becoming a very interesting idea. And then making sure you're doing cross-functional projects, especially if this person's going to be touching several different departments. Make sure that you've got a lot of cross-functional projects for these people to work on, so they can really start getting to know people in other areas of the company. That's going to be very important to them. That's obviously for mid-level managers and up. That's a very, very important piece. Employees who strongly agree that they had an exceptional onboarding program are 3 times more likely to say at their company that they are doing their best work, and that is one of the most important engagement indicators of all. Hope you enjoy management-related videos like this. I hope that you take this and really improve your onboarding process. If you like these types of videos, please subscribe to Human Fusion, turn on your notifications, and we'll keep you up to date on all the latest trends that are affecting your management practice.